Hi, this is Luke Zitt from Crocker Farm Auction, and I'm here with an exciting example of Baltimore, Maryland stoneware that we will be offering in our November 3rd Stoneware and Redware auction. So the form, it's an extremely rare form in American stoneware. I remember it's a bank, and I remember when I was growing up, my father always instilled in me that stoneware banks were extremely rare because they were made to be used and save your money, and the only way to get your money out was to break it. There's no like cork in the bottom like reproduction banks where you could, cheat and steal a little money from your bank. The only way to get it out would be to shatter the bank. So very few survived intact. This bank is one of the largest stoneware banks that we've encountered, and it's survived intact. But not only that, it's really, I can't remember seeing another double stoneware bank. So you see there's two slots, a larger one here and a smaller one for smaller coins like dimes here. And it is a double bank. These are thrown separately, and then this was applied to the top. There's two separate chambers. So I guess the idea would be that maybe you could break your dime bank but keep your larger coin bank intact. Neither were obviously used, and so this is just a rare survivor. The reason why we know it was made in Baltimore, Maryland is because of the clay color, cobalt color, and also just the swag decoration really does look like Baltimore stoneware, but it's extremely rare. First of all, we know exactly when it was made, 1859, right before the Civil War in Baltimore. But it also has figural decoration, which is so rare for mid-Atlantic stoneware, for Baltimore style stoneware, the style of stoneware that began really at the start of the War of 1812 in Baltimore and then spread out into Virginia, into Pennsylvania. It's very rare to have figural decoration. Usually it's abstract floral designs. But this one has a large brush date, then has a potted plant, which is awesome. Then it has an American flag, which is, who wouldn't want an American flag on a piece of stoneware? It really speaks to patriotism and American loyalty at the time, right at the start of the Civil War. And then another potted plant. And it's awesome just to see the stripes under the big bold date, 1859, on the front of this bank. It's really just an outstanding document of a time and place of production, but also really this is not a production item. It's not this standard jar, jug, pitcher, water cooler that the potter who made this would have been making day in and day out. They clearly tried to make something special both in form and in decoration, so it gives you insight into their mindset of what they would make if they're making something probably for a gift for someone. And so they tried to make it large, bold, over the top, and beautiful. And so stoneware, collectors love, stoneware's collected as folk art. So, collectors love examples that are made by craftsmen who weren't trained artists. So the potter didn't have a, extremely deft, delicate hand, but he drew a potted plant, an American flag, another potted plant, large bulb date, in a beautiful way with cobalt oxide, and it's just a great piece. This is one of my favorite pieces in the sale. I love Baltimore stoneware, and this is an example why, and we're thrilled to offer it in our November 3rd Stoneware and Redware auction.